Hey guys, Jeremy with thewarriorsolution.com. In this video we're talking about hearing protection, eye protection, and how to make the two go together more comfortably. If you shoot guns in any capacity whatsoever, whether you're military, law enforcement, or a civilian just interested in shooting guns, if you don't wear hearing protection, you will lose hearing over time. Every single gunshot that you hear without hearing protection damages your hearing permanently. Once your hearing is gone, it's gone. It might not look super cool, but wear hearing protection. There are two basic forms of hearing protection available on the market and a million different brands and manufacturers that have tons of different options for both styles. You have traditional muffs, which go over the ear like these, and some type of in the ear canal solution. Like these are just very basic foam compressible muffs that you squeeze together and stick in your ear canal, and they expand over time to create a noise seal. These are super cheap, they're everywhere, they're very, very affordable, and they work pretty well. The problem with foamies, or in-ear protection, is that it limits your ability to hear things across the whole board. So yes, it lowers gunshot noises, but it also lowers everything else around you. Whether that's range commands, orders, tactical communications, communications routine, whatever it might be. If you have foamies, you're going to lose some of your hearing ability across the board. If you use muffs, you have electronic muffs like these. These are Howard Leight Impact Sport basic electronic muffs. They're about $48, I believe, on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to pick these up. And I'll leave a link as well for the foamies if you want to pick those up. So with electronic muffs, they amplify sounds below a certain threshold. I believe it's 84 decibels for these impact sports. So anything below 84 decibels is amplified, like normal speech, conversations, range commands, and things like that. Anything above that 84 decibel level is immediately cut off, and basically the amplification cuts off, and then you have the actual physical noise cancellation properties of the foam and the muffs themselves to reduce that sound to hearing safe levels. If you shoot at indoor ranges, you should be wearing both of these at the same time. If you only use one, it's not going to be enough noise cancellation in order to preserve your hearing for sure. Because inside, especially at indoor ranges where the walls are made out of concrete and cement, the noise is amplified from gunshots significantly, and if you're just using muffs, like these muffs for example, only reduce sounds by 22 decimals. So that is not going to be enough to preserve your hearing over time. So make sure you double up if you're going to be shooting in indoor ranges. Eye Pro is also very important because there's going to be gases flying through the air, there's going to be brass flying through the air. That's the empty shell casing coming out of a semi-automatic handgun like this one. There are a lot of considerations to think of while shooting and preserving your eyesight. Just like with your hearing, if you lose your eyesight, it's gone forever. So don't be that guy wearing nothing over your eyes while you're shooting, because you never know what can happen, and you want to preserve your eyesight. If you wear eye protection while you're wearing muffs, what happens is they start to press into the side of your head over time because they stick right on the top of these pads here, and the spring pressure of the muffs themselves just press those things into the side of your head, and over time you can develop pressure point headaches, and it's pretty uncomfortable. So a few different things can happen with that. I've done all of these in the past. Don't do them, but one thing I've done is had my glasses ride actually above my cups, and what that did is basically create a a landing ramp for brass to fall into my glasses or my eye protection and then be directly on my eyes. So I technically had eye pro on, but it wasn't worn correctly, so don't do that. Option 2 was to remove eye pro. Don't need those, it's fine, no big deal. That is a terrible idea, and you only have 2 eyes, so if something happens and those go away, you're having a bad time. So protect your eyes, protect your ears. There is a company out there that has come up with a fantastic product in order to have the two come together very comfortably. A combat veteran named Neil came up with the idea for a gel ear cup replacement for standard foam cups. So with these, they are made out of a relatively cheap foam, and they do an okay job at lowering sound levels and comfort, but they're not the ideal solution. And again, if you're wearing eye pro at the same time, those can create pressure points on the side of your head. Noise Fighters comes along in 2017 with the most ingenious idea I've ever seen for ear pro, and that is the Sightlines gel ear cups. These are universal gel cups. They work with hundreds of different headsets, and Noise Fighters also has adapters available for ones that they don't immediately work with, such as Peltors and Walkers. So not only is this made out of gel and memory foam, it is also specifically engineered with a groove right here at the top. That groove is for the frames of your glasses to ride perfectly in their own dedicated spot. With your glasses riding in their own groove, it removes that pressure point completely from the equation, where these feel like they would normally without any pressure on your head. They just sit there. An added bonus with these is that they increase the sound reduction capabilities of your headset. Because gel is denser than foam, they will reduce incoming sounds anywhere from 1 to 10 decibels. So if you have a headset that reduces 22 decibels normally, add the gel cups and you could bring that number up to 32, depending on the headset that you have, the quality of the sound seal around your head, and all that good stuff. But basically, you will not go wrong with Noise Fighters gel cups in any way. They're extremely comfortable, they're affordable for what they are, they're extremely ingenious with that cutout, the groove for your glasses to ride. That is such a smart idea. It's like, why didn't I think of that? Well, don't worry, you don't have to think of it because Neil over at Noise Fighters already did. All you have to do to remove your old foam cups is pull them off. There are no adhesives or anything like that holding these on, so no worries there. You can reuse those if you want later. So you literally just pull them right off and take your Sightlines gel pad replacements and peel off the paper. These are sticky backed with a pressure sensitive reusable adhesive, which means once you get them installed, you add a little bit of pressure, stick them on there, and you're good to go. If you want to change them out to another headset or remove them and use foam again for whatever reason, all you do is literally peel them off and you're good to go. So in this case, what I'm going to do to install these is there's a little lip on the Noise Fighters cups themselves that I'm going to try to get underneath all these clips here, basically in the same orientation as the previous foam cups. Once you get them under the clips, just apply a little bit of pressure. That pressure activated adhesive now locks them in place, and there you go. Now This becomes extremely comfortable and extremely effective using iPro at the same time, as well as reducing incoming noise levels and increasing the overall capabilities of my EarPro. The other side is exactly the same. When you install these, make sure that that groove is facing up. Up would be towards the headband, so that your glasses will ride in the groove and not be useless down here on the bottom. And there we go. Now that you have Noise Fighters gel cups installed on your headset, there's a couple of things to keep in mind for maintaining them and their shape. Since they are made out of gel and memory foam, if you compress your headset together like so and leave it over time, especially in a hot vehicle, your Noise Fighters gel cups are going to end up looking like this. These are my previous set, and Neil over at Noise Fighters was kind enough to send me a replacement set because these have been through a little bit of struggle. But this was my fault, not Noise Fighters' fault. This is what happens to your gel cups if you, again, compress them together and then leave them out in the sun or in hot vehicles. Over time, that memory foam and gel will basically take on a new shape entirely, and it will lose the groove as well as the overall, intent of the gel cups in the first place. So thank you very much, Neil, for sending out these replacement pads. I appreciate it very much. This review was not paid for by Noise Fighters. Again, Neil was kind enough to send a replacement set, but he emphasized that he would do that for me whether or not I was reviewing them. He has basically a 1-year unconditional warranty on Noise Fighters Sightlines gel cups. So take care of your gel cups. If you need to store it small to save space, obviously do what you need to do. But for the most part, try to keep the pressure off so that they last as long as possible. Over time, they will compress and end up looking like this. Once they get to this point, you're probably going to want to replace them. These still work great. They just don't work 100% efficiently like these now do. The eagle eyes out there may have noticed this interesting thing on my headset. That is a product called IceVents from Qore Performance. If you want to check that out, there's a link in the description. And what this thing does is basically create an airflow channel between the headset and your head. So it keeps your head cool and sweat down and all that good stuff. If you want to pick up both of these at the same time, Qore Performance actually has a bundle deal with Noise Fighters, so you can get the IceVents and the Sightlines gel cups in one package for $70. Noise Fighters Sightlines gel cups is just about the easiest perfect score I've ever given. 5 out of 5 all day long. No complaints whatsoever with these gel cups. I promise you, you will not regret it if you pick some up for yourself. I'll leave links in the description for everything shown here on the table, except for this because, reasons. But thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. If you like your own Noise Fighters gel cups, leave a comment, let everyone know how great they are. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me, and I would be happy to answer any shooting gear, whatever related questions you have. I am here to help you understand what you have, how it works, and what you might want to pick up in the future. So thanks for watching. Be sure to follow at The Warrior Solution on Instagram for some sweet pictures, and this is the way.